What's going on, Leo? I'm like really bright. I guess that's what happens when I record at night. And welcome to my channel, Alchemist State. Nature my problem. Justin here, and I hope you're having a phenomenal week so far. I've been feeling extra groovy here lately, Leo. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just epic, Leo. And it keeps us growing. Was my mic on? I didn't do any of my normal test stuff, Leo. It's fine. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm looking at you getting the insiders. And welcome. I'm happy how yourself is about you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. Yeah, you feeling pumped there, Leo? I don't know. I normally don't record in the evening, so this is a nice little change of pace here, Leo. I'm digging the energy. Now, for this weekly spread, Leo, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? I'm about to be a lot, Leo. And with all that being said, let's jump into it. Jeez. My apologies in advance. So you're my first ones of the cycle, so you really get all the shenanigans. And just so you know, Leo, your space has been cleansed. Crystals, healing, lovely. Just great energy all around here, Leo. Now I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we'll get some details with the tarot. This is a newer deck, Leo. I'm excited to use this one. The art on this one's a dope. But before we jump into this thing, Leo, these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below are some links for some other readers that I like watching videos, so definitely check them out. They are a fantastic group, definitely one I want to throw a party with. So go show them some love here, Leo. But here's your first card. Let's get started on this thing because you got the festival card here, Leo. And I like this card, Leo, because I feel that this energy is, especially if you, because I feel like with your ruler being in Scorpio, Scorpio can be rather intense energy sometimes, and where it is very loving, very nurturing, you do feel your emotions on a deeper type of level, and I feel like that can be a lot, especially if you get in some of those kind of tougher emotions there, Leo. And I feel like yours is one that is just naturally just upbeat and just bringing the party, just like, hey, it's Leo, look at this, woo! And yeah, all that, Leo. I got a whole stack of Leo in my chart, so I can relate. But I do feel that this is an energy of not just, I feel like not just like just going to like throwing just like a party or anything. I feel like this is more so like having a more sort of like intimate setting, maybe with some close people around you, because Scorpio energy is about those, not about just like superficial bonds. It's those deeper type of bonds that they take that Libra energy and take it to the next level when it comes to relationships, and not just in love. This could be in friendships, this could be family, co-workers, whatever that's looking like. But I do feel like that there's something, if you can, maybe have like a little dinner party together, or maybe have like a, if it's like a work thing, maybe doing like a happy hour, or I just feel like it almost feels like that it's, with especially how kind of intense these last few weeks have been, I feel like it's, you, I almost feel like you're this fire here, Leo, and this is like everyone's kind of gathered around to just sort of like be in that warmth that is your energy, and I feel like in kind that kind of like feeds that back to you. It's like it's this healthy sort of give and take energy that I feel like is kind of coming through here, and I feel like that could be something that really could help raise everyone's vibration to the roof, because I feel like a lot of that is definitely needed, especially when we get into that intense kind of transformative energy that Scorpio brings. It can take a lot out of you, so especially if you've been kind of going through it here, Leo, and considering too, depending on where your Leo placements are at, all the Scorpio energy is forming squares with your sign. I'm in kind of a weird sort of tough square energy right now. It's been interesting, but yeah, this is something where I feel like anything to kind of keep that sunshine going. But I do feel with this too, before we get into the tarot, one thing to be mindful of there, Leo, is making sure, because I feel like one kind of tough thing with Leo energy is that everyone expects you to just kind of be on all the time. Just always be that natural kind of gregarious, charismatic type of energy. And I feel like, like Leo, when you need to turn it on, you can just turn it on like that. It ain't no thing. But sometimes it's exhausting to have to be in that all the time. I'm great. My sun signs in Cancer, so like it's definitely different than having your sun sign in Leo. But I feel like this is energy. It's like saying, don't feel like you have to force yourself to be that guiding light all the time. Sometimes it's nice to just kind of be amongst and let others kind of take the reins. Like who's fueling this fire? You are. And so it's like, if you're just giving all this energy out all the time, where the sun does provide a lot of energy, especially if your sun signs in Leo, that is a lot to give out. But just be mindful of that, just kind of reciprocity, and just like, make sure that that you're not just, people are not just taking, all the time, but are feeling that you have to put on this mask in order to please others, in a sense there, Leo. But let's get some tarot on this and get some details. Oh, coming out the box here, abundant. What's up, girl? I'm with it. This is a bad Empress. Hold on, Leo. So if you didn't guess, your first card is the Empress. So great start. Hold on, Leo. Starting off the week strong. Oh yeah, you are starting off this rather abundant, more. All right, more. Oh, hold on. Yeah, a little bit more. All right, Leo. So yeah, so we clearly. Oh, and the High Priestess. What? So you have two of my favorite ladies. So you have the Empress, the High Priestess, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and then the Four of Cups here, Leo. And I feel like with the Empress, just for some, and that's an interesting kind of combination here with this Empress, Eight of Swords here. I feel that this energy is like, when I was talking about feeling like you always have to be the one that's bringing the energy, always have to be in that sort of fun Knight of Wands, just kind of carefree, just sort of doing your thing. And granted, that can be, that can be fine, but there are sometimes, Leo, I feel, again, like with the Four of Cups being here, it's just like we may not care to be in Empress mode during the day. Like to always have to be 100 every day is really hard. Sometimes you might not have good enough sleep. It might not be this. You might have some stuff that you might be kind of in your head, and yeah, I just feel like that, especially if like if your instincts are just sort of like you're like just kind of not really feeling it today, or you just kind of, because this Four of Cups is almost giving me like a boundaries type of energy, in the sense of just like people are just like waiting for you to kind of fill up their cups, in a sense. And it's just like, no, who's filling up my cups? Like, yes, you're abundant with all this vitality, this energy, but I do feel like that only goes so far. And it feels like this Eight of Swords is almost like you being pigeonholed, in the sense of always just being the one that has to do it. So that's just one thing I feel like that's kind of coming through there, Leo. But another thing, though, I do feel that, if you have been, feeling more so kind of in good spirits, or just been kind of noticing that maybe even the people around you haven't been, just been kind of really sort of really having a hard time with this Scorpio energy. This could be one where I feel like the Empress is a great leader of, or a great example of, spreading that beauty and that abundance around to kind of help others kind of free themselves to, because I do feel like Leo energy does have this, it's a different type of, I feel like especially Scorpio and Leo as sun signs, they have this special kind of magnetism that people just naturally gravitate towards. I was actually watching this this Leo, they were, I mean, they just have this big energy all the time. And I mean, people, it's impossible for them to not pull the room. Like, it's so neat. And I do feel that there is this, I feel like you can help others kind of get more so out of this, kind of get out of their shell in a sense with this Four of Cups, because maybe you've noticed that there's just been just sort of blah, just sort of, I mean, even today, like I was going through and, well, when I'm recording this, but I was kind of feeling, I was all up in my Leo and like channeling my Leo energy today. We were dancing, we were bringing up the vibe. It was kind of slow where I was working, so like, you know what, let's do it. Let's get this energy going. And I just feel like it's one of those instinctual things that you just know when where your energy is needed. So, yeah, let me get a little bit more with this High Priestess here, Leo, before we move on. Hmm. Okay. Thank you. So the High Priestess here, Leo, is clarified by the Ace of Swords. And I feel like if you've been getting this idea, Leo, of just needing to even just kind of go out and just sort of feel, there's this energy of like needing to kind of like, it's like your intuition or something maybe kind of giving you this energy of getting out and socializing, in a sense. Yeah, that's the energy that I'm kind of pulling in. If you just get this idea of like, maybe there's like a festival going on around where you're going, or maybe there's, it's like, it's not necessarily going to like, not that there's nothing wrong with this, like going out to a bar or anything. It feels a little bit more than that. Maybe there's like a concert that we can go through, something. I just feel like that if you get this idea that you maybe are overdue, or this just sounds like a good time, I feel like explore that, Leo, because I feel like something, or maybe you might even run into someone possibly who can bring about, yes, it's like some sort of opportunity. That's interesting there, Leo, but I think I'm going to leave that there. So that's a nice little fun, abundant energy there, Leo. I like that. Nice little start. All right. Let's get another oracle on this, Leo. Yeah, because those are very abundant figures. King of Pentacles and the Empress. Shoot. It's raining abundance. And that might even be something too, now that I said that. Just a need to just get out there and just celebrate, even if there's nothing in particular that we're feeling, abundant or grateful about, just spreading that gratitude as well for all the abundance that is around you, to plant that seed around there, Leo. Just another little thing that comes through there, Leo. All right, Leo. And so now you got the heal card here. And there might be this energy of, since we're talking about this festival, maybe for some, if we have been maybe kind of going through harder times, maybe been kind of stuck in your head as of late, been feeling maybe this sort of bored, sort of this almost disinterested type of energy here, just kind of been maybe just really sort of in your feelings, because the High Priestess is represented by the moon, and the moon in astrology deals with our emotions and yes, and our intuition and our subconscious. But you know, I just feel like maybe if we have something that we're trying to heal from, that I feel like possibly for some, maybe even socializing might be something to kind of help. And hear me out, Leo, because not, I feel like, just because Leo does have that charismatic, some of us might be sort of introverted, and that's totally fine. That could be where maybe we're not necessarily going out and maybe you're not going out to meet someone, maybe just being amongst the crowd, or maybe even just like getting involved in like some sort of like online group, for example. Maybe there's like a, hopefully, or you're getting out of my knowledge realm here. Maybe there's like a chat group, or maybe we could do like a Zoom call with some friends, or maybe you're into like maybe some sort of gaming, or whatever this is. Like, maybe you could all meet together and maybe watch like a movie together online. However this is, like, we're in a modern age there, Leo. But this even is kind of giving me this energy though, Leo, because the High Priestess is a very private figure. And considering we got the Eight of Swords here too, it's like there may be something like that. I'm almost feeling for some that there's something that is, I don't know, that we're kind of keeping to ourselves, and maybe we've been, and that's something to think about there, Leo. And maybe we've been trying to distract ourselves possibly from dealing with some deeper emotion, considering that your ruler is in Scorpio. Maybe we've been trying to celebrate, or just not try to deal with some deeper things that may have kind of, because Scorpio does bring that stuff that we keep buried down and brings it to light. We may say we don't care about something in the moment, but then all of a sudden that thought kind of pops in your head, and then the energy goes down. So that's something to be mindful of too there, Leo. But let's get some tarot on this and get a little more details on that. Maybe realize we're not as secure with something that as we thought we were, or yeah, let's see what's going on with that, Leo. Alright, Leo. Interesting, Leo. Alright, so you have the Six of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and then the the Ten of Pentacles. And I do feel with the Ten of Pentacles, or the Six of Cups here, Leo, I'm getting it together. Because the Six of Cups, this is the Sun in Scorpio. And I do feel that there is this, maybe for some we have some past things that may be kind of bubbling up here. Maybe we've had some, I'm not sure if this is a disagreement with someone, or maybe something someone said, or an experience, or I'm even getting like this sort of like this doubt energy that's coming through with the Five of Swords here, that it may not even necessarily be the something that someone said to you. It may be because the Five of Swords can even be like this comparing ourselves to others, and maybe we're noticing that, or feel that maybe others are feeling more secure. Maybe they're like they seem like they're more in their channeling their Empress, their King of Pentacles energy, and we're wondering, it's like, when is the energy going to come through for me? When are things going to start moving fast for me? And I feel like maybe that's for some, it's kind of gotten into our heads. Maybe we're thinking about some past decisions that we've made, or whatever that may look like, Leo. But because this healing doesn't necessarily have to be something physical. This could be something more kind of like more kind of mental here, or just like even maybe a spiritual type of thing. But because even when I'm thinking, the Empress as well is, on top of being just hella abundant, she is one of my cards and not even just like my top card of, it'd be like her and the Queen of Cups, of self-care, and really doing like taking a day and just kind of, or however long you need, and just really kind of just treating yourself. And remembering too, Leo, especially when we're thinking about like if this is something that's resonating you, when we're thinking about when is it going to be my time to get in the sunlight, when can I celebrate these wins, and be like how everyone else is doing. Everyone else's journey is different, and keep in mind, most of the time, especially this, like, I'm thinking like a social media type of thing, that everyone always posts like the highlights. Every now and again you might see someone who's putting it. You find the opposite of that too, kind of posting the hard stuff. But usually you're seeing just like the fun parts, and not the work that's gone in through that as well. So, but now, kind of moving away from that there, Leo, even just thinking where, if we're wondering when's our time going to be, just how I was talking about, maybe for some we might be meetings, someone even possibly here, because the Eight of Wands can be a card of messages here. So I feel like pay attention to maybe people who reach out. You know, like the Five of Swords sometimes can be like there's this figure that's kind of turning away some people, or you know, this competitive energy that's coming through. But I'm more so getting to with this that there may be like an invitation to go out somewhere or to try some things, and you know, listen to your intuition, of course. But if something tells you, like, and really sit with that, I feel like it's not like just jumping at something. It's just like really kind of, does this feel like something that you want to do, and the energies are guiding you towards that. I feel like there's something about entertaining that, because who knows, the Six of Cups can be a card of sharing too, and even like creating, you know, new memories. So just something to pay attention to, Leo, because I feel like that could even bring some healing, maybe even like a self-esteem thing, or maybe even like an opportunity to heal. I mean, with all this abundant energy, maybe even heal our bank accounts there, Leo. You know, who knows how that's looking, but you know, maybe you might go out to this festival, you know, get to meet, talking with someone. The next thing you know, you got like a job or like a collaboration that comes through. So something to consider there, Leo. Alrighty, I like that. Let's get your last oracle card. Oh. Thank you. All right, Leo. So you have the Vision card here. You know, with this Vision card, I feel with this that if we're having something that we're healing from, I do feel that there is this energy of, for some it feels like that we're maybe refusing to see something for what it really is. You know, if you're not, or like there's something that we may need to get eyes on. You know, as far as like just like if you notice something that kind of has come up, you know how we were talking about with that Scorpio energy, bringing things up to the surface. It feels like that there's a need to not ignore something, but to see really the whole picture, in a sense, with this Vision card here. And I kind of like that there's this teardrop that's kind of falling here, because whatever this is that we may be seeing, and even how this key, it's like it's unlocking something where it may hurt at first to face whatever this is, but I do feel that it can almost like change the way that you're viewing a situation, or maybe a past thing that may have happened, and it can bring about this new sense of vision, bring on a newer version, and kind of see how a certain situation brought about more abundance than if it wouldn't have happened. You know, like there's, because sometimes, Lee, I feel like we can go through life, and there are times we ask it like, why does this happen to me? You know, why do I feel like I deserve this? Or you know, I feel like we've all have thought that at one point or another. But then it's just like one of those things where it's just like hindsight is 2020. You know, at first it going through it in that moment, yeah, it can suck and may not make any sense. But then when you go to look back on it later, it's just like, oh, okay, I see. And again, you may not be still happy that it happened, but it brings about a different sense of gratitude, I feel. And I feel like it helps unlock a certain level of compassion too, when other people may come to kind of share their more kind of personal things with you, whether this be friends, family. You can see them in a different type of light there, and really kind of have this empathy, that because Scorpio energy is a very healing type of energy. It can be tough, but it brings about this level of resilience. And I'm always telling Scorpio that. And I feel their energy is misunderstood, because it can be a darker type of energy, but that darkness is necessary in order to get to that light, to that abundance, to get to that strength there. But let's get some tarot cards here and see what's up with that. Someone is giving me almost like that, like Hanged Man energy, like just sort of like this epiphany, or Now let's see what's going on here, Leo. Well, interesting, Leo. Alrighty, Leo. Alright, last little bit here. So you have, I love this lovers. So you have the lovers here, the fool, the seven of cups, and then the king of cups here, Leo. And then let's switch back over. Oh, we're slowing down, or we're slowing down. Okay, there we go. But Leo, I feel with this energy that, and this is interesting too, because that even kind of changes things a little. Because the seven of cups is giving me, I feel that maybe for some of you there's this energy of like this new opportunities here that may be kind of opening up for you here, Leo. But there's this, it's gonna be about some. I feel like again, pay attention to some messages or some like. I feel like someone may be either kind of reaching out to you, or maybe through like email, through like text message, maybe over like some type of messages, or like they may like invite you for something. Like, because I feel this fool is like a new type of beginning, or something is getting ready to happen here in a sense. And because the seven of cups, it can be a card of choices, and I feel that whenever these, you may be given like this opportunity, like, oh, do you want to start this new job, for example, or maybe you do want to move to this new, whatever this is, or. But I feel like it's something though, whatever this decision is. Again, I feel like there's this energy of making sure to not rush, to really kind of consult with your higher self, and to really make a very sort of like a very rational type of decision here with the King of Cups. Because the King of Cups, he's a card of emotional wisdom. But I feel like it's where we may be excited about something, he still comes with that level. Him and the King of Swords, I feel like they're on the opposite spectrum. Where the King of Swords is more logical, the King of Cups is more emotional. But they both are reaching towards that same level of wisdom, because you can't really, to really have that sense of wisdom, you need both of them. And let me get a little bit more of this King of Cups before we close out of here, Leo. Interesting. All right, Leo. So the King of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Wands, and I feel like it's going to be one of those things that, when whatever this decision is, really kind of sit with that, and because I can get like you can get these opportunities at first where it's like it can seem like all these things, and not that someone's trying to fool you or anything, but just before we go jumping into something, just make sure that our head and heart is in alignment, that it's lining up with what you want to do, and then go for it. Like, it's gonna make sense, like, really kind of trust your instincts on this, like, and if you're not sure, and that might be even more so what it is, if you don't feel like that you're sure with this, it's just like, take a moment and connect with higher self. Like, hey, can I take a few? Can I get back to you by the end of the day, or maybe can I take like a day or two to kind of think this over, make sure I have all my affairs in order, that things are lining up right. But yeah, that's interesting there, Leo, and I feel that yeah, that's very interesting. But one more thing, Leo, just with the Seven of Cups, this card can be like my sort of like a prelude to a devil moment. And so, consider we got festivals and we're partying and stuff, just making sure just of the choices that we're making that may be kind of clouding our vision. That's just something to, before we jump into a situation that, just like a precarious situation, maybe again, we might be avoiding some type of thing we don't want to deal with. So, just pay attention to that energy as well there, Leo. But I like where this energy is going here. This seems like this is some dope things could be on the horizon there, Leo. But I think I'm gonna leave that there. So something to think about. But if you like that, Leo, if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. And share this, Leo, because I feel like that there's this, it's a mix. It's just like this, like, getting out there and socializing, maybe needing to do some healing, maybe need to, and just being mindful of some stuff, really kind of tuning into your energy, because you are in a very, very intuitive energy with the Scorpio energy. And again, that can form some challenges with you. Squares are tough energies, considering that we have what Mars is kind of moving along there. So Mars is a malefic planet, so those aspects can be a little tougher. Sun and Mercury are more neutral, but still, depending on where you're at, that can still we're not sure where that could go. So, just something to think about there, Leo. And then subscribe there, you Empress. Hit that bell button, get notified on these videos each week. And then last little bit there, Leo. Since you got our ruler there, the High Priestess. But if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, come on over to the chariot and friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. Absolutely discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Leo. Interesting. All right, Leo. So you got the Two of Cups here, and I feel like for some, I feel like there's this energy with the Two of Cups. It's just like this, like making this decision with like your heart. Like it's a really cool type of energy. Really tuning into source, and and you know what, too, Leo. This could even be, considering you got the Two of Cups, you got the Lovers here. Even like the Knight of Wands is giving me, because that's one of your cards, and you're a very romantic sign there, Leo. Very passionate energy that comes with Leo energy. So I feel like there could even be this potential, possibly for maybe before if for you singles out there, maybe even making like a maybe even making like a love connection, even possibly, or who knows what that might look like, Leo. But something I feel like is trying to work its way in here. That's really fascinating. But let's get your other oracle card here, so I can get you out of here. But also, too, Leo, with that Two of Cups, that's Venus in Cancer. Self-care, taking care, make sure that again, any sort of emotions that may be coming up, that we're not ignoring them with Scorpio energy, because if you ignore that stuff, it's just gonna fester. And again, Scorpio has an interesting way of bringing stuff out, so just something to keep in mind. But you got the aspirant card here, Leo, which is a card of ambition, diligence, and setbacks. And I'm also feeling like it's like with the setbacks is really what's kind of coming through here, especially if we found our way, like we're working to again towards like our Ten of Pentacles. We see that others are sort of doing things. I feel like if we haven't quite hit the mark where we want to, I feel like it's not letting those mishaps set you back or get you feeling like a failure, because in order to learn in things, we need to failures are necessary, because they show us where we weren't ready yet, and where we can improve on. And then again, that vision, it changes how you see these situations here, and then you can go at stuff with more diligence and more in a deeper type of understanding, because again, hindsight's 2020. We can see like, oh man, if I only did this and that, then that wouldn't have happened. Well, now we can execute a different way. Instead of focusing on the past, let's create new memories. Let's double down. Let's take this knowledge that we got from this Ace of Swords, this divine clarity, put it into action. Ace of Wands, going out there, instead of letting that just bring you down, in a sense, Leo. So I like that. I think I'm gonna leave that there. So you stay safe out there, Leo, with this with your going out and partying and healing and celebrating, and maybe even a little bit of love there, Leo. And you raise your vibration to the roof. Cause yeah, this is I like this, Leo. Yeah, I feel like this could be really nice. This is really nice energy that was coming through here. So I feel like a lot of healing can be done for you, and see, like possibly even for others there, Leo. And I will catch you, maybe at the party, on the next one. Later.